It's time for our phone-in segment. The segment where you get to have your say. It's an opportunity where you get to call in a very civil and nice manner and air your opinion on things that are happening in the country. We want to fill your pulse and we also want you to have your say. Now today, we'll be talking about something that popped up yesterday. The Nigerian Senate has proposed a bill to ban the use of foreign currencies for payment and transactions within the country. Titled, A Bill for an Act to Alter the Central Bank of Nigeria Act 2007. It aims to ensure all payments, including salaries, are conducted in Naira to boost the confidence in the local currency. Sponsored by Senator Ned Munir, the bill seeks to address the negative impact of widespread foreign currency use on the Naira, describing it as a colonial relic that undermines Nigeria's economic dependence. It also aims to curb informal currency markets and unethical practices like round-tripping by banks. So we want to get your thoughts on this. What's your take on this? Coming out to say, okay, no more use of foreign currency, such as the US dollar and the British pounds for domestic transaction. They want all businesses and transactions to be conducted solely in Naira. This has its pros and cons, but before we get into that, what's your thought on it? We'd love to hear your opinion. What do you think about this move? Is this a good move? Is this something the Senate should sit down and deliberate on? Who are the ones that are most likely guilty of using dollars for transactions in Nigeria? Is it the citizens? There was a period where they were saying, oh, dollars is scarce because Nigerians were hoarding dollars and holding their monies in foreign currency. Hence, we saw the whole Naira dollar depreciation and all of that. So at this point, they are saying, trade in Naira. All businesses should be done in Naira. And let us see if it will make any difference. Would it really make any difference? The phone lines are open. The number would be displayed on your screen shortly. Do well to call in. There are both numbers there. So do well to call in and, call in and let us get your thoughts on this. Now, the key provisions of the bill is 1, mandatory Naira transaction. So the bill stipulates that all payments, including salaries, bonuses, and other forms of remuneration, must be made in Naira. And this applies to all workers, including expatriates, ensuring uniformity in the currency used for domestic transactions. Prohibition of foreign currency payments. That's another key provisions. So the use of foreign currencies for domestic transactions is explicitly prohibited. This includes payments for goods and services within Nigeria to eliminate discriminatory practices and strengthening confidence in the local currency. This I support, because if you go online and you look at some vendors on social media, why are you selling the products in dollars? We are in Nigeria. Your office is in Ajah, Lagos, or your office is somewhere in Wuse in Abuja, and you're putting your product at $12 or $22. Who does that? Put it in Naira. This one alone is like, okay, am I supposed to do the equivalent and pay you, or I'm supposed to transfer the money to you in Naira, or you're supposed to transfer dollars to you? Why are you putting your price tags in dollars? Who does that? That is also something to look at. But the phone lines are open. And do you agree with the ban of foreign currency use in Nigeria? Do you think it will make any difference when it comes to strengthening our currency? What implications would it have in general? Let us hear your thoughts. The phone lines are open. Now, okay, before we continue, let's take our first call. We have our caller this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Rabi Salis from Katsina State.
Rabi Salis, it's good to have you all the way from Katsina. How's Katsina this morning? Cold, I presume?
Okay, my take is, this foreign currency is only used by the privileged background, especially top government official and government. So, in the far north, even the currency we have is very scarce to get. How can you use foreign currency? There is one senator in the Nigerian Federal Republic of Nigeria who raised an alarm, because even the budget can only be done against the foreign currency. So if Nigerian government wants this currency to be banned, everything they have done is done it with the currency we have. So this will increase the value of the currency we have and ameliorate the sufferings of Nigerians. Because most of the government policy sometimes comes and injurious to the masses. look at all what is happening in Nigeria, so I 100% support banning of this currency, of this foreign currency. Let's use our own. We use our own available resources we have, so that maybe the naira will appreciate in the international and in the market. Because if you look at the Nigerian currency, it's always losing its value.
All right. Yes.
So I think it is good initiative.
Absolutely.
But most of the government policy, whether the government has no or doesn't know that people are suffering because of this cash. So the valuation of naira, and naira, it doesn't have value. Even in south sometimes in northern Nigeria or in the middle belt. So right. I think it is a good measure.
Okay, thank you very much, Rabi, for that. Rabi has come out to say it's a good measure. But then again, he also said something, where would you expect that to start spending dollars? Because we see, most of the times, most videos we see are from the elites and their children doing this. But with this prohibition, if the naira is in demand, would we see a difference? Now, one of the provisions made is export transactions in naira. The bill proposes that exports, including crude oil and other commodities, be sold exclusively in naira, and this will compel international buyers to purchase naira, thereby driving its demand and value. What's your thoughts? Let's take this call. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Lilian. My name is Shetima Yakudima, calling from Maiduguri.
Good morning, Shetima. How is Maiduguri this morning?
Maiduguri is okay. It is only cool and dusty.
Well,
you know, it is Ramadan season.
Yes, it is. We have to make do with it and try to protect ourselves. Go ahead with your thoughts, Shetima.
The ban of foreign currency, I think it will be difficult. But if they mean business and they will do it with all sincerity, it is a welcome development.
Okay.
Because all these, even the senators themselves, what are they using? They are using the hard currency. They are not using Nigerian naira, my sister. All in their possession is dollars. That's why they change and keep it at home. Some in the overhead tank. We see it in this Nigeria. It has happened, and it's continuing happening. You see, the fundamental problem is, you see a company or an organization like schools and other things, they say you pay in hard currency. What a nonsense is this? You are in Nigeria, but you are demanding your customer to pay you in dollars. What does that mean? Are you underrating your own currency?
Oh.
Or are you devaluating your own currency? What are you trying to do? So it is fundamental to make a law. Any transaction should be made in naira. Should be made in naira, and everything should be in naira, because this is our currency.
All right.
At least our currency will get value. But you could be continue demanding for foreign currency. You are not in America. This is Nigerian mentality. Oh, we should use naira whether we like it or not.
Absolutely.
In our domestic transaction, we must use naira.
Absolutely.
That's the only thing that naira will get value.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shetima. I couldn't agree more with you. When something is in demand, the value increases. We see people looking for dollars for transactions. We want people to look for naira for transactions. Let the naira be the hot cake. You know, for international transactions, you know, part of it was that, you know, exports should be in naira. If I'm selling crude to you, I'm selling it in naira, but I have dollars. Okay, change it to naira. I need naira because my country is accepting only naira transactions. That way, we'd probably see a difference. But like Shetima said, can they? Let's take this call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? We lost the call. Do well to call us back. The numbers are displayed on your screen. Foreign currency ban, you know, banning the use of foreign currency in Nigeria. Do you agree with it? Is it visible Is it doable? Can the House, can the Senate go ahead with this? Can this be implemented? And if this can't be implemented, what do you think would be the difference? What are you looking forward to seeing from it? Let's take this call. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning. This is Abasekong calling from the state.
Good morning, Abasekong. How is Gombe? Cold, I presume?
Very, very cold. I'm inside an enclosed room. Cold.
I hope you have a cup of tea.
Yes, I did.
All right, that would help. Go ahead with your thoughts.
My cardigan. All right.
Good.
Thank you, Lilian. Sincerely speaking, the topic in issue or on ground is a welcome topic. There's a school which I know at Ikoyi, I don't want to mention the name. They pay in dollars. And this is not even a secondary school. So why must we be paying in dollars when we're in Nigeria? Can Naira be used in America or any other? Can Naira be used in any other country? Why are we doing things that are not right? And it is the big men that are doing all this. They are the ones at fault. They are the ones. They are the causes of all this misdemeanor. We need restructuring. All we needed is to restructure our system. Once that is not done, there is problem. How can I go to the market and I start buying things in dollars? Paying school in dollars. We must rethink. We must have a rethink. Where did we get it wrong? We must rethink and go back to the drawing board. Thank you. God bless you this morning.
Thank you, Abasekong. God bless you too. You know, if we have schools in Nigeria requesting that school fees be made, payment for school fees be made in dollars, that is something to be questioned. I say as little as a product on social media, Instagram vendors, as little as a product, say a wig or a bracelet, you're seeing them putting it in dollars. And I'm like, okay, I'm in Nigeria. I don't have dollars to pay. Can I pay in Naira? No, ma, we only accept dollar transactions. How? Let's take this call. Good morning. Tell us your name and where are you calling from? Do we still have the caller on the line?
Yes, my name is Abdul Hamid, calling from Nasarawa State.
Abdul Hamid, thank you for calling us from Nasarawa. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Yes, this topic is a very important topic today. This issue of dollar, issue of banning of foreign currency, I think is what we need at this time, seriously. I remember during electioneering, 2015, when the campaign was very hot, so there was uncertainty on whether Jonathan will continue or Buhari will take over. So politicians were looking for dollars here and there. I remember a senator that time complained. I can't recall the name of the senator. He said the way politicians were looking for dollars that time, they would put Nigeria in trouble. And nobody listened to him. He said it several times. So they went and mop up the dollar that we're having in the country. So they have stock of dollars in their houses today. They have it. So I think banning of dollars today will help the economy seriously. We should take serious measure on it. We should ban it. Dollar is not our local currency. So we should stop transacting in dollars. So the bill, being proposed now is very important. It's very important.
All
very
right.
important.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. Now, he said, I remember then when they were mopping up on dollars, a whole lot of people were looking for dollars up and down, even business vendors. But the question is, what impact would this have on, international companies who are trading with Nigerians? They've said that such businesses should be done in Naira. What impact would this have? Would it be easy to implement it on those business and on those companies? But let's take this call. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I remain Prince Musa Hayatu, calling from Nasarawa State.
Good morning, Prince Musa. Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set so we could hear you properly?
Yeah, I do.
Thank you. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. The topic of discussion today, it was been highly impressed.
Thank you.
It is very, very important to discuss the issues burning at hand. The case of Nigeria, based on my own observation, we are the problem of ourselves. And our leaders are one of the major problems to our nation or country today. This is because if every nation have its own currency and it cannot be used in another nation only if the circumstances have come over. Let's say Nigeria across the diaspora in America. Nigeria want to come back to Nigeria because he doesn't have Naira. He changed Naira to in America in order to come and make use of it in Nigeria. Maybe he don't know the situation, he will come and find himself during the course of looking for that change. Then he easily find it over there to change. I think essence of using currency of one nation over in another nation is because of this kind of a thing and the issue of foreign diplomacy. Then Nigerians become and adapt a mentality of stealing and cheating from our leaders, that only because if they carry $10, it will be managing in their own side than to carry 10,000. It will be much more, that everybody will know that they have carried something. Because dollar is little but large in number, and Naira is huge but is little in number. So, for that reason, for how long can Nigeria continue be using dollar when downgrading our Naira here? We are the one produce 10 Naira, we are the one produce 5 Naira, we are the one produce 20 Naira, 50 Naira, 100 Naira. But today, 100 Naira itself cannot purchase anything in Nigeria.
True that.
Even to the rural children. Then 100 Naira, 50 Naira, 20 Naira, 10 Naira, 5 Naira, 1 Naira was being done away only for namesake that we have been coming into existence in Nigeria today. Then how can we continue going like this, and we said that our life is going to be so smooth and easier? Only, to my own view, our leaders have been taking the issue of class differences of the capitalist society and be using it today indirectly to us.
All right.
Because then they can maintain using dollar, well, the common man cannot able to maintain dollar. Then if the common man cannot maintain dollar and everything is going in dollar, and the common man cannot able to afford anything. Today, fuel that was being producing in our country today, Nigeria, some common men, we cannot able to buy it. Why? Because issue of class differences came over. Only Mr. A and B can able to afford fuel. Vehicle that, as I know, that according to which of this our leader, I forgot it now, that in the nearest future every Nigerian will own a vehicle. During Obasanjo regime, the highest or latest bike that people used to do Okada, buy it, running on their own farms and doing this, it was 63,000 naira Jinchen. But today, what happened? A bike was been buying 1 million. Is it everybody that can able to afford bike today?
All right. Your point is being well understood. We appreciate your input on how bad the dollar has, hampered our economy, and we hope, like you've said, we hope that the lawmakers would put it to, make sure that this is being brought to book. Thank you so much for your thoughts this morning.
Oh, thank you.
He gave it a broader perspective, talking about making comparison and how over time the demand for dollar has actually weakened the naira. So would the demand for naira make a difference? Like economists would say, well, maybe, just maybe. But all we can do is hope. The question is, can it be implemented? Would the lawmakers be able to implement this? And that is one of the implications and consideration. Implementation challenges. Enforcing such a ban will require a robust framework and a robust monitoring mechanism to ensure compliance across various sectors. Are they ready to put that in place? Are they ready to get people to comply? Let's take this call. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set? Talk to us through your phone and tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Good morning. I can hear you. Go ahead.
My name is Abdul Majid Mohammed. I'm calling you from Bauchi.
Abdulaziz, good morning. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Majid, okay. This, I think, like we are deciding ourselves. I'm a Nigerian and I'm praying for my country. But the issue of this, our country, to get back track, I don't think it's something that we can.
Do we still have our caller on the line? Oh, please do also call us back. There are two numbers displayed on your screen. Do also call us back so we'd get your thoughts. Now, another implication would be public reception. The success of this policy would wholly depend on public acceptance, which we're seeing. Nigerians are applauding it. The sector of Nigerians that are calling on this show are applauding it, and the government's ability to address potential concerns for various stakeholders. That is one thing that would see how this would be implemented. But let's take this call. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Kogi State.
Okay, tell us your name and turn down the volume of your TV set.
Okay. My name is Adaji Nuhu, calling from Okene.
All right.
Kogi State.
Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set and talk to us?
Yes, I'll turn it down.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, thank you. Go ahead with your thoughts.
What happened is that the issue of dollar, we don't need to be searching for what we do, that we should go back to our normal local currency. Why? Because we are watching, we are there. When Emefiele was telling us that he's going to dollarize Nigeria, and he did it. He did it. He did it. So this is the problem that we have today. There is nothing that we can do, that we should go back to our normal currency. Thank you. May God help Nigeria.
Thank you so much. God help Nigeria and God bless Nigeria. It's good to have your thoughts this morning. Well, dollarizing the economy is something, but I have this question for business owners. If you're a business owner watching, have you ever transacted in dollars, and would this affect your business? And to our callers as well who are also watching, have you ever had an experience of, being asked to pay in dollars? What was your reaction? How did you go about it? And did you try to understand why? The phone lines are still open. Do you want to call any of the numbers showing on your screen? And we're here to take your thoughts. Let's take this call. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, my name is Augustine, and I'm calling from Makodi, Benue State.
Yeah, Augustine, good morning.
Good morning. You have a wonderful topic this morning.
Okay.
And if we can succeed in making this law to stay, I think Nigeria economy will win 50%. But the issue is that, like some of the callers were saying, will the politician allow this to stand?
Uh-huh.
So it's not for the common man that is going to his daily small market or going to the office. The politicians, the governors, even the senators and ministers, the presidency, will they allow this bill to pass through? And if the bill pass through, how effective, how visible is this? Because I'm telling you, if we stop using dollar in Nigeria and everything is naira, in fact, 1 naira will have value in Nigeria. But what we are seeing, they will not allow it to stay. Before the bill, even if they succeed in passing it,
for the presidency, everything will die down. So it's still an issue of talking, and we'll still go back to the same level again. You know, the right thing to be done is to allow Nigeria to use Naira. If you are coming, change to Nigerian Naira. If you are going outside, you know you are going outside. What is there? There are some places now, I'm telling you, if you go now, they are collecting dollar in Nigeria. And if you need it, they'll tell you, oh guys, if you need this thing, it's dollar we are collecting. We are not doing a Naira here. In Nigeria here, it's happening. Government are aware. So this thing has gone far. It's only God that will help us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. God help Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. It's the same question I've been asking. Would this be implemented? The place that the law is emanating from, would they allow it to continue? Because we know how dollars has been mopped up by politicians. We see EFCC raiding politicians' houses and, buildings, and they are finding dollars in there. I mean, why? It's questionable. Well, let's take this call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Lilian. I'm calling from Makurdi, Benue State. And I'm Noah Audu.
Noah Audu, thank you for calling all the way from Makurdi. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Thank you. Lilian, let's not deceive ourselves as Nigerians. Dollar has affected every part of our transaction, whether you implement the law or not. When things rise, they will tell you because dollar have rise. That's why the cost of things have rise. So if we want to do anything, we should give our diligent man, make sure it is done. Or let's just allow dollarization. Let's use dollar as our currency so that we'll rest. No pretense. By the time we pretend that we have banned the use of dollar, then our big men are busy changing dollars, storing money in dollars. So let everybody use dollars so that we'll relax.
But we're looking for a country that would favor both the big and the small men. So why would you push for that when we're looking for something to make the nation better?
So I pray it works. If not, I don't pretend. And any law that will make you pretend is what I don't like. Because as you are talking like that, any cost you want to pay, they will tell you that, oh, Naira, it has gone up because dollar has gone up. The cost of this thing is low because dollar has come down. That is the language we keep hearing every day. Don't you used to hear it too? I do, and it's quite sad. So you are transacting in Naira. They are telling you why it is high. Why? They will say dollar has gone up. That's why it is so. If we are regulated by dollar, let's go on dollar so that we will know that we are regulated by dollar straight. That's my take-off. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Noah. Noah is coming from a very, very straight point of view. Like, we already know the truth. Yes, thank you so much, Noah, for joining us.
Yes, you are welcome.
Noah is coming from the point of, we already know the truth. You want to buy tomato. Why is tomato high at $2? What do you mean dollars? What does dollars have to do with tomato? Why is pepper high? Why is spanla fish, dry fish? Why is it expensive? You're telling me, hello? These are things. So we're saying that these international transactions, importation and exportation of products should be made in Naira so that people are looking for the Naira, thereby increasing its demand and value. If people are not looking for the dollar, it would have little or no effect on the Nigerian economy. It would have no value. But if we do the opposite, maybe we would see a difference. But let's take this call. Good morning. Tell us your name. Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Abdul Mohammed. Abdul Mohammed calling from FCT Abuja.
Bello, good morning. Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV sets?
Okay, I've done that.
Thank you. Now go ahead with your thoughts.
Yes, if the government is able to pass this bill is going to be the best bill ever seen in this country. It's only in this country that somebody will establish school. You will pay school fees in dollar. There's no way you can do that in other country. Some of our big men have private university in this country, even private secondary school in this country. If you are going to pay, they have to pay in dollar. It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. It's not done anywhere. It is not done anywhere. Dollar has crippled our economy. Dollar has crippled our Naira. Dollar has devalued our Naira. very unfair. And the big men keeping matching our naira because they were trading in dollars. This is what cripples our economy. If the government know what they do, they should pass this bill, let us endorse it, let everybody be using our currency. We have our own money. What is the use of dollar? Dollar has changed everything in this country. You want to buy pepper, dollar has risen. You want to buy oil, dollar has risen. What dollar has to do with that? It's only when we want to do foreign trade that you are allowed to use dollar. In our country, you don't need dollar. We have our own currency. Let us be realistic with ourselves. Everybody know, even themselves know. Me and you know. It's very, very unfair. May God help this country. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much. May God help this country. He said that even the government, the bill is even mandating that even for international transactions, even for expatriates that are coming to work in Nigeria, we will pay you in naira. You will take our currency. We're going to be paying you in naira. If we're exporting crude oil and other products, we want you to buy it in naira. So go and look for the naira and come and buy the product. That is what this bill is mandating. Let's take this call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Lily, we have to call back again. Basekong from
Yes,
Gombe.
I identified the voice of Basekong. Good morning. Go ahead.
What I'm trying to reflect back is that I wanted to sink a borehole in my environment because there's no water. Could you believe what these people are telling me? They say the cost of the product they are going to sink the borehole for me, the cost of dollars has risen. And something we bargained for 2 million, they are now telling me is 3.5 million, going to 4 million to sink borehole. Now I have to go and look for how to get water where I'm staying in Urujuli. And we have a government that cannot give water. And I'm using what do they call solar to draw NEPA, to draw electricity to where I am. They said it will cost me 1 million. I had to go and buy solar. That is why I'm even seeing you people now. The basic necessity, water and electricity, problem. So please, let them be hearing us, let them be helping us, we the commoners, we the poor people, let them help us. Thank you. God bless you. Help us.
Thank you, Abasekong. We hope that the government is listening to Nigerians, and we hope that the policies that are being proposed is beyond just proposing the policies, but is also enforcing it and implementing it. And the reasons why skepticism is rising among Nigerians is because of previous experience and lack of trust in government officials. You've had things that sound good, that could favor the economy, come up, and it's being sabotaged, or it's being passed but with zero implementation, zero framework, and zero laws guiding it. So this bill has been proposed. Hopefully it passes first and second reading, and it's being put out there, and there's an implementation framework and guidelines to go with it. There's a solid follow where nobody's discriminated against. Everybody is being treated equally when it comes to this bill. Both politicians, both business owners, expatriates, we don't know and we don't care who you are, but you must trade in naira. That way we'll probably see a difference in the naira, which is what Nigerians are expecting. If the economy is less dollarized, there's going to be a lot of differences. But like we said, we only hope and pray for the best. God bless Nigeria.